Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. What a wonderful way of celebrating Eid that we all unitedly pray to Mawla and say all these prayers in Imam's huzur, seek his mercy, seek his blessings, his didar. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. May Mawla accept all the prayers in his huzur. Ameen, Ilahi, Ameen. Once again, all the friends online, Eid Mubarak to you all. Thank you for joining on the day of Eid. Inshallah, we will be talking about the Tawil of Eid in Ismaili Tariqa. And I'm aware that we have been listening lots of scholars about this topic and will continue to listen on this topic. What I have done is to review some material and make it simple, make it very simple for us to understand and connect the dots. Eid al-Fitr is one of the most important festivals in Islam. We do know the whole Ummah celebrates this day with great joy and festivities. While this Eid is an occasion for joy and happiness, it is definitely not an occasion to overeat or to become unconscious, mindless, in blind pursuit of pleasure. In our tariqa, everything is full of wisdom and ta'wil. And our tariqa is not a zahiri tariqa, it is batini tariqa. Every day we celebrate, every day we do any kirya, any rituals, there's a meaning behind it. And we, being the follower of haqiqat, Batni Tariqa, we always need to know what is the meaning. Why are we doing what we are doing? So Eid is also an opportunity for us as believers, as followers of Imam, to clean our heart, to purify our heart, and whatever is ailing our heart, whatever is bothering our heart in terms of having grudges, ill feelings, we do need to clean our heart so we can elevate our souls and be one with Imam. So again, Eid Mubarak to you all. Now when I say Eid Mubarak, the question is, why is it Mubarak? Eid actually liberates us from fasting. And we all know after 30 days of fasting, the Zahiri meaning, everybody fasts from food and drink. When the Eid comes, we do not need to fast anymore. It liberates us from the weakness and we gain strength again because we are eating regularly. That's a Zahiri meaning of Eid, liberating us from this fast, physical fast. But then there is a Batni meaning too. Eid actually liberates us from darkness and doubts which are present in one's heart due to lack of knowledge. Eid also gives us the strength through Tawil, when the darkness and the doubts are removed through certitude of knowledge, ilmul yaqeen, surely through the Tawilat, then what happens? That Mu'min gains strength in his or her heart. So surely today we celebrated Eid, whatever rituals we follow. How many of us thought truly that this Eid which has come, how has it liberated us? How spiritually have we elevated ourselves after 30 days of fast? Or how many Eids we have celebrated? And what have we gained? What level of Tawil do we have? How much wisdom do we have today compared to yesterday? Now, Eid al-Fitr actually signifies the status of Maula Ali as Asas Imam. What kind of Imam? Asas Imam. Now the word Asas means foundation Imam. Very interestingly, when I say Asas Imam, that tells us that there are types of Imams. One should wonder. We never knew that. We knew Imam-e-Barhaq from the lineage of Prophet Muhammad, Ali Nabi Aulad Ali. But now we are talking about Asas Imam, who does the Tawil of the Tanzil which Natik brings. So Prophet Muhammad, who brought the Quran in the form of Tanzil, the revelation, the Tawil, the essence, is actually given to us by the Asas Imam. So Maula Ali is the Asas Imam. And Maula Ali says it himself that I am the purpose of fasting. I am the purpose of fasting. Meaning that the reason we fast is actually getting to Maula. Now here we can ask, what does that mean? Fasting? Now when we say or talk about fasting, it's to refrain from eating, which is a Zahiri meaning. But to refrain from talking, to speaking, is actually Batni meaning of it. Meaning those who reach to the secrets of Imam, they have to keep Roza. They cannot talk about it. We do know the concept of Taqiyya, Dore Satar. So in the past, it was Dore Satar. But now, today, we are sitting in a different period of time. Dore Kashf. So Dore Satar is period of concealment, period of hiding. But in today's time, it's the period of unveiling. Dore Kashf. These are the two terms we should all know. So Maula Ali is the purpose of the fasting. To get to Maula Ali, who is the Asas Imam, is actually the meaning of Eid al-Fitr. Now, Asas Imam is Maula Ali. Is he the only Asas Imam, or do we have more Asas Imam? Now, we all have learned that Ismaili Tariqa is on cycles. We believe in cycles. And we all have learned that we are on the 7th day. Allah's one day is of 1,000 years, and each 1,000 year is actually represented by a major prophet. Every cycle has a Natik who brings his Sharia, and that Sharia is explained to Mu'minins by the Imam, who is the Asas Imam. Imam has always been present in this world. This world cannot exist without Imam. We do know that. Even for a second, if Imam is not there, this world will not exist. That means, that tells us that Imams were there in the time of Natik, when Hazrat Adam alayhi salam was here, Musa alayhi salam, Ibrahim, Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, all these major prophets, when they came in, they brought the command of Allah in the form of Tanzil. But then there was Imam, Asas Imam, who was doing the Tawilat of whatever was revealed to Natik at that time. We being in the cycle of Prophet Muhammad, Maula Ali is the Eid al-Fitr. The Eid al-Fitr, the occasion of Eid al-Fitr signifies the Asas Imam, and that is Maula Ali. Maula Ali is the one who teaches the Tawil to the Mu'minin. Now, when we talk of Asas, the term Asas, the foundation Imam, it actually tells us about hierarchy of religion. And we have talked about this, Hudud-e Deen. Now, these numbers, they are given differently by our different dais. So if you look at Pir Nasir Khusro, this is how he talks about it. But if you read other dais book, the numbers may be different, but the essence is same. And we are focusing on the number 8, number 9, and number 10. Imam is always there, but the ranks of Imam can be different. And we are talking about one of the ranks of Imam, which is based on the function. Maula Ali, who is the Tawil of Eid al-Fitr. Today we are celebrating Eid, meaning we are celebrating Maula Ali, whose function is to do the Tawilat of the Quran. So Assas Imam. If we were to go from the top to bottom, universal intellect is the highest rank. After that comes universal soul, and then comes the Natik, and after Natik comes the Assas. So every cycle has Assas Imam who begins that cycle after the Natik. So in current cycle, Maula Ali is the Assas. So the question would be, do we have more Assas Imam? And as we talked about it, yes, in every cycle there is Natik, then there has to be a Assas too. So during the time of Adam, his son Habil was the Assas Imam. But Habil was martyred by his brother Kabil, Abel and Cain. So Maulana Sheesh alayhi salam was chosen as the Assas Imam during that time. During the time period of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, who is the second Natik, Maulana Sam alayhi salam was the Assas during that time. And we do all know about Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, that Maulana Ismail, his son, became the Imam. And he was the Assas Imam. During the time of Musa, his cousin brother Harun was the Assas Imam. However, Harun passes away during the lifetime of Musa, and Harun's sons, they were very young. And remember, from the principle of Nurun Allah Nur, Harun is the Imam, so his children were very young. So Yushi bin Nun was chosen to fill in during that time until his sons are grown up. And he becomes the Assas at that time. Then comes the time of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. And Shamun is told to be the Assas Imam during his time. And Prophet Muhammad's time, we do know Maula Ali. But these are the 6 days. There is a 7th day. We have reviewed the Quranic verse that Allah has made this world in 6 days. On 7th day, He sits on throne Himself to test Mu'mineen in their knowledge and in their actions. And it is due to the 7th day that we are able to get this Tawili knowledge so easily. And why do I say that? It is told to us by Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Maulana Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, in his first Farman, August 17th, 1885, he said, this is the end time. Those who have firm faith will recognize the miracles of Imam. But those who have half-hearted faith, they will witness the miracles, but they will not believe in it. So Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah actually told us that the 7th day, the 7th cycle has started. And he, being the very different Imam, I would say, his Imamat was the longest, and the way he achieved for the Jamaat so many things that it is hard to even talk about it in one lecture. If we were to talk about Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah's achievement, we would need 2 hours or more. There are so many books being written. And we have particularly talked about A Bridge Between Two Epochs. That book beautifully summarizes all the achievements and the changes Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah has brought in this world. Maula on August 16, 1903 actually talks about Eid. And Maula says, in 12 months, 2 Eid occur. And when we visit, it is always Eid. But in the Jamaat Khana that you build and donate to us, there will always be Eid for 12 months. Very interestingly, Eid will be every day for a smiling moment. Now, if the Jamaat Khana is closed, so where is the Jamaat Khana? Now we all have learned about the personal world, the Batini Jamaat Khana within our beings, within ourselves. So those moments who are able to enlighten their personal world are able to see the Eid. Who is that? Maula Ali, who does the Tawil. So they are the ones who are getting the pearls of wisdom by Imam in their personal world. What a beautiful understanding is that. Subhanallah. Those mu'minins who work hard to enlighten their personal world. Zikr ibadat, ilm amal and giryazai. They are seeking the true knowledge and learning all the wisdoms, all the tawilat. They are able to enlighten their personal world. The Noor is in them and they are working hard for the Noor to get to their Jabeen. So these are the Mu'minins when they are able to enlighten their personal world. Jamaat can always be liberated. Jamaat is able to get liberation from the lack of knowledge. Through those Mu'mineen who are able to work on their personal world. Maula Ali's blessings, the Eid is for everybody. The fast was to keep the secrets of Maula Ali hidden from everybody and anybody until there is Eid al-Fitr. Due to the farman of Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, because the 7th day has started, the tawilat are coming out to each one of us. How many of us are taking true interest to learn the tawilat? Imam's presence with us in our personal world is actually Momin's Eid. Due to the 7th day, takya or concealment is lifted. Batni knowledge is made available to all those who are with Imam. Momins do not need to fast anymore. Again, to break the fast on Eid is actually to open up the Tawili knowledge for Mu'minins. And if we were to see, it is happening in today's days. Pir Nasir Khusro says that the minimum rank which is required, remember we talked about the hierarchy of the religion? Let me quickly go back for those we didn't talk about from the top. Mustajib is the one who accepts, who says, I don't know and I want to learn. That's the first stage, the first rank. And then comes Mazun Mahdud, Mazun Mutallaq. Mazun Mahdud meaning the missionary, a teacher, who is under the training. Then Mazun Mutallaq is the teacher who has completely learned, but he's working under the supervision of Da'i Mahdud. Da'i Mahdud is the teacher for Mazun, but he himself is under training of Da'i Mutallaq. Da'i Mutallaq has completed his training, and he's a teacher for Da'i Mahdud, but he is working under the supervision of Hujjat. Hujjat being our peer, very close to our Imam, they do work with Imam. But out of all those Hujjat, one is Ba, who is called Hujjat-e Azam. And they work very closely with Imam. Pir Nasir Khusro says that the minimum rank which is required for a moment to be able to understand the meaning, the tawila, the wisdoms of the 7th day, they have to be Dai. If they are less than Dai, these knowledge cannot reach us. Now you tell me, Diamond Jubilee, each one of us got the title of Dai. We didn't know, many of us did not know. Very few knew about this title. Imam has given the duashis and potentially made all of us die. Pir Nasir Khusro, in his book, more than thousands years ago, he says that the minimum rank which is required for any murid of Imam who wants to elevate themselves and learn the tawilat come to the time when the period of concealment is lifted for her or him. And that moment is reaching to the Batni knowledge, the Dore Kashf. Everything is opened up. All the secrets are opened up. Of course, in time. It happens gradually, step by step. The moment has to be thy. Diamond Jubilee came, Imam gave us title of thy, all of us, regardless of our hard work or not, were we worthy or not? That is a question for each individual. From Diamond Jubilee to the time of COVID, what was our status of knowledge? And those friends who join regularly and they listen to lectures, you tell me that after the COVID, where have we reached? There was a reason, there was a wisdom in Imam's farman, in Imam's blessings, that he made us all die. Anyone who is below the rank of die is not able to comprehend, absorb, or understand or benefit from these Tawili knowledge. So Imam's duashes came before, which was followed by the time where we have these Batni knowledge accessible to us. The question would be, how many of us is taking advantage of it? Today's lecture, if we were to really conclude the Tawil of Eid, in reality, it is all about recognition of Imam. To fast was to actually hide the secrets of Maula Ali. To celebrate Eid is to be liberated from lack of knowledge, liberated from darkness and doubts, and enter into the world of Tawilat and knowledge. Understand all the secrets of Maula. How many of us has truly made that ambition, that set that intention to recognize the Imam? We all have heard lectures on Chandrat and Lailatul Qadr. Who is that Imam we are talking about? And if I were to continue to talk about Imam, when we have learned about Imam-e-Assas, but then after Maula Ali, we do know Maulana Hussain was also Imam. So what kind of Imam was he? We knew that we have 49th Imams. We say them in dua, say their names. But did we know that there is a difference in Imam too? We have studied Surah Qadr, in which it says that Imam is better than 1,000 Imams. So that means that there are ranks in Imams too. In our tariqah, everything is in ranks, everything is in darja. One has to have very strong faith and seek this knowledge to understand that there are ranks in Imams too. So if Maulana Ali was our Imam and he was Assas Imam, then Maulana Hussain was what kind of Imam? Maulana Zainul Abidin was what kind of Imam? Today Shah Karim, what kind of Imam is he? So inshallah, we will continue to talk about this, but just for food for thought, for those who are really opening up their books, taking notes, I will tell them there are 5 types of Imam. The first rank is Imam-e-Mukim. The second rank is Imam-e-Assas. The third rank is Imam-e-Mustaqar. The fourth rank is Imam-e-Mustawda. The fifth rank is Imam-e-Qaim. So these are 5 ranks. I would encourage you to do research, to read more, to read the books of our Buzurgwar Deen, to learn about types of Imam, their functions. If Maula Ali is the Assas Imam, his function was to give tawilat. And that's how he says, I am the purpose of Eid. I am the purpose of fasting. We were supposed to fast during the period of concealment. But today, it's not the period of concealment. But we do need to do that work which is required by us to be able to get to the higher tawilat. Otherwise, Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, may our souls be sacrificed to this Imam, when he said in his farman that everybody will see the miracles of Imam, but those who have half-hearted faith will see it but will not believe it. So how do we strengthen our Imam? Knowledge is very important. Without knowledge, without opening up our intellect, we will not be able to understand this Tawili fruits, the essence of our tariqah, the batin of our tariqah. So Alhamdulillah, it's a journey which we will continue. I will end here. I am just so grateful for you to join on the day of Eid. I hope I was able to add to your knowledge today. If you have any questions, please do come forward.
Yali Mazat Niyamat.
Mulali Madar.
Eid Mubarak. This is Shanai.
Eid Mubarak.
So you said there are 5 types of imams: Imam Mukim, Imam Asas, Imam Mustaqar, and Imam Mustadar. Is it?
Mustawda.
How do you spell it?
So in English, it's interested Imam.
Oh, interested. And the last one is?
Imam-e Qaim.
Oh, Qaim. Okay. Thank
Inshallah.
you.
Thank you for asking that question.
So what do they mean? Like you said, Mustadar is interested. So what are the others? What do the others mean?
All right, because you're asking, so I'll cover that. Imam-e-Mukim is the Imam who makes natik. What does that mean? It means Imam-e-Mukim is the Imam who gives Isme-Azam to upcoming natik. For example, now we know that Maulana Ali's father, Hazrat Abu Talib, was also Imam. His title would be Imam-e-Mukim because it was him who gave Isme-Azam to Prophet Muhammad, who eventually became a Natik. So that Imam who gives Isme-Azam to upcoming Natik is called Imam-e-Mukim. Then comes Imam-e-Assas. We all understand today who is Imam-e-Assas, and we do know the example of it too, Maulana Ali. Imam-e-Mustaqar. So Assas is the foundation Imam. Imam-e-Mustaqar is permanent Imam. Permanent Imam meaning what? The one who has the Amr, he is the permanent Imam. Mustaqar Imam. For example, Maulana Hussain, Maulana Zain Labdin, Maulana Muhammad al-Baqir, if you continue to say all those names, these are all permanent Imam. So one can ask here, was Maula Ali not permanent Imam? Sure. He had 2 titles then. He was permanent Imam because he did get the Amr from Prophet Muhammad. Whose master I am? Ali is their master. Jiska main Maula, uska Ali Maula. So Maula Ali got the Amr from Prophet Muhammad. So surely he is the permanent Imam. But him being the first Imam in that cycle is also the Assas Imam. Then comes Mustawda Imam, which means entrusted Imam. Interested Imam is someone on whom trust of Imamat can be kept. And I'll give you two examples of it to help you understand. Number one is Imam Hassan. If we were to pick up our Dai's book, Hassan, Imam Maulana Hussein's brother, Maulana Ali's son, is also known as Imam Hassan. And sometimes those people who read these books, they wonder why Hassan is being called Imam. The reason he's called Imam because he is Imam-e Mustawda. If we were to read the books of history, from Maula Ali, Imamat actually was entrusted to Maulana Hassan alayhi salam, who returned the Imamat to the rightful Imam, who was Maulana Hussain. So Maulana Hussain is permanent Imam, whereas Maulana Hassan is actually entrusted Imam. In today's time, if you were to read the will of Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, Maula says that I give my Amr, my will to Karim to be the next successor of the Imam. But for any reason, Karim is not able to do the Imamat, then Amin can be trusted to be the Imam. In other words, we now know through knowledge that Hazrat Imam is the permanent Imam, whereas Prince Amin Muhammad is the entrusted Imam. And that's how we see Nurani family working so hard with Mawla Bapa for the whole Ummah. In fact, the whole humanity, they are constantly working. Because Imam is not only the Imam of Ismailis. Imam has two titles, Imamun Nas and Imamul Muttaqeen. He is the Imam of the righteous and Imam of the whole humanity, whole world. So these are the examples of these ranks of Imams. Thank you, Shanaz, for asking such beautiful question. We will continue to talk about this in more detail. We'll review it, we'll repeat it, so everyone gets it.
Thank you very much.
Shukran Mola. Anyone else?
يا علي مدد نيمي سايبة
Mola Ali Madad Shukran. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. I got the question. So now, should we keep a roja or should not we keep roja? And second thing, I heard in the another wise, the Sultan Muhammad Shah says that once a week we supposed to keep a roja for whole year. Once a week we should be supposed to keep a roja.
So I personally do not like to say you do or you do not, but because you're asking, and today's Tawili class, it clearly says that those who are follower of the Batni Tariqa, they do not need to physically fast. But if you want to, why not? That's how I say it.
Okay.
And Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah actually has said to maintain your good health, you should fast once in a week. Anyone else has any other question? All right.
Yeah, Limadat, I do.
Okay, Shamim.
Yeah. So, NIAMAT, you told us up to the untrusted Imam, but you didn't say anything about the Imam Qayyum.
Good question. So remember, everything happens in step by step, right?
Yes.
So, inshallah, step by step, every knowledge, everything which we have learned, it's for all the Jamaat. But everybody has to fulfill the criteria to be able to get there. So inshallah, with ilmu amal, zikr ibadat, with Girya Uzari, everyone will get there. And that's how we should be praying that, Ya Mawla, give us your complete shanakht, your recognition, Mawla, so we can see your batni and aklani didar. We can find you, we can be with you, Mawla, recognizing you completely, Mawla. Ameen.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Good. Thank you. Any other question? All right. There's lots of reading material too. And I've been referring to monoreality.org. And let me show you one book which I showed yesterday too. This is on monoreality, recognition of Imam. This is written by Allama Nasiruddin Hunza, a beautiful book. And those who are readers, I would highly recommend them to go ahead and read this book. It will really add to your knowledge. Any other question? Yes, we will have Zikr and Giryazari session tonight. Those friends who would like to stay and join, because it's Eid, you know, and when we learned, it's all about knowledge, it's all about Maula's recognition, and his mercy, his blessings can only be upon us. The more we do Zikr and Giryazari and attend this ilmi classes, do our homework, read, pre-reading, post-reading, all these efforts will help us in our batin, elevating ourselves in our batin. So let us join if we have no question. Do we have any other question? All right then. I will let Naveen Sahaba to take over. Yali Madad.